What's up guys, Jared Mecham here. As a daily vlogger, one of the things that we go through the most, obviously, is cameras. And for the past, couple years, we've been using the Canon G7X series, the G7X and the G7X Mark II. And we go through a lot of those, so whenever a new camera comes out, I'm really excited to see how it stacks up against those. So I just ordered and got the PANASONIC GX850. And this is a micro 4/3 camera, and I'm really excited to unbox it for you to show what's inside. We've got the black and silver edition. I think that kind of just stood out a little bit more. So let's go ahead and open it and see what this camera has to offer. All right, we are not gonna waste any time here. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. We've got our handy dandy knife. And let's find out what is inside of the box. First thing you see as you open up the box is some documentation and some instructional manuals. We'll set that aside for a minute. We'll open up this tab here. And right away you've got the camera in two separate bags. And here is the camera itself. I am definitely impressed with how small it is. I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger than this right here. The lens is obviously a little bit bigger than like the G7X Mark II because it's actually an interchangeable lens, and we'll get into that a little bit more soon. Setting the camera aside, let's see what else we have in here. Got a strap for the camera, charging cable, outlet for the charger, and your battery. That does it for the box. So we will get rid of the box and we will come back to the camera. The PANASONIC LUMIX GX850 is a micro 4/3 mirrorless camera. It comes with a 12 to 32mm kit lens and takes 16 megapixel stills and up to 4K 30 video. It features a 180-degree flip-up touchscreen and has an interchangeable lens system, so you can use it with any of the Lumix G series lenses. Across the top, you'll have a dial where you can change settings and get full manual control. In the menu, you'll find 22 different creative filter effects for photo and video. For video, which I'm most interested in, you'll find 4K 30, 4K 24, 1080-60, 1080-30, and 720 at 30 frames per second. The kit lens has a pretty standard aperture range of 3.5 to 5.6. All in all, it's a pretty feature-rich camera that comes in starting at $549.99. Now, upon opening the camera, there's a few things that I see here that I like and that I don't like, or that may take some getting used to. The first thing is when you take off the lens cap, the lens is completely exposed. That means it's gonna be more vulnerable to scratching if you're just doing like run and gun shooting, or you have to keep this handy with you so you can put it back all of the time. When you turn the camera on, the lens does not automatically extend. You have to manually turn the dial to get the lens to extend, and then you have control over this lens right here, whether you go from the 12 to the 32. It does not automatically zoom, you have to manually do it. One camera that I was really excited for was the Sony RX100 Mark IV and Mark V. I actually got the Mark IV when it first came out, but I noticed when you flipped up the display, you didn't get to see the entire display. And as a vlogger, that's a huge thing, is being able to see everything that's in frame. Well, I'm happy to say that with this one, you can see the entire display, and that's a really, really great thing. I noticed around the camera, there are a few microphones that will pick up audio. The one thing, and Casey Neistat actually pointed this out in one of his earlier videos, is these things right here for the camera straps. Now, when you're taking pictures, that doesn't matter in the slightest, but when you're doing video, any sort of shake, you can hear those things. So when you're vlogging and you're walking around, those are gonna get picked up immediately. They're gonna be so loud that you'll have to either take them off or have a strap to it to weigh them down so they don't move them around so much. This camera comes with 4K 30, which is great. Canon in their handheld cameras have yet to reach 4K, and Sony with their 4K cameras, you can only film for a few minutes before the camera will heat up and will automatically turn off. This, I think, is 15 or 20 minutes before you can turn it off, which is perfect for vlogging or even setup cameras like this one here. Turning on the camera, there are a few different modes that you can cycle through to get some expressive, creative modes, mostly for photography. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a vlogger, so the video is the biggest and most important thing to me.
This is new camera.
Yeah, this is my new camera. What do you think? Does it look cool?
Yes, it's great.
Yeah, it is great. Good job.
It's black and gray.
That's right. On the battery, I noticed that's where the memory card goes. And the memory card slot is actually a micro SD card instead of a standard SD card slot. I think that's actually pretty cool because most of the other things that I'm beginning to film with, like drones and GoPro, are all micro SD cards. So this will make it easier to use the same SD cards across different devices. All right, guys, that is it. That is the Panasonic GX850K, a micro 4/3 mirrorless 4K handheld camera. Let me know what you guys think about this camera, if you have had any experience with it or any thoughts about what you've seen here. Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to be doing some video tests, specifically comparing this to the Canon G7X Mark II, which is our daily driver for vlogging. Thanks again for watching the video and we'll see you guys next time. Can you say bye? Bye.